Hello there and welcome to another Commodore 64 playthrough. And today we're going to play through combining two of my absolute loves in life, which is obviously Commodore and chess. So this is Colossus Chess 4, and Colossus Chess 4 is widely regarded as one of the strongest chess engines that was available for the Commodore. So why do I say that? Well, I actually found a really cool website which I will leave a link to. And what he did, this guy, is he got all the old 8-bit sort of Commodore games, and he pitted them against each other. It must have took him hours because this guy set up proper games, proper time controls, used some sort of software I think that could actually sort of sense the screen and then connect it up with more modern software. And it's really an impressive body of work. And when I last looked on the website, there were sort of two games that were ahead, and there was this one, and there was one that I've never heard of called Chessmaster 2100 or 2100, however you want to call it, and that was pretty impressive. So as I say, I've not heard of that one, so news to me, that one. So yes, this one. So as well as being able to play a traditional sort of chess game, you can set up positions, you can swap sides, you can play as a two-player, you can play against the computer, you can set the computer's time limits up if you want to as well. There's a lot going on with this game. So and I'm a really big chess fan. I love playing chess. I play a lot on chess.com as a user. So leave me a message if you want to play a game with me. And I've just really started getting into that because I used to play chess a lot as a kid. I was in chess club at school and that sort of stuff, and then I sort of didn't play much after that. But I've recently really got into it because my era, if you like, was the 1993 World Championships, which was Garry Kasparov against Nigel Short, and it was a massive deal at the time because it was shown on terrestrial TV. It was shown on Channel 4. And also the highlights of a chess match. Sorry, it just sounds funny, that, doesn't it? The highlights were on BBC as well, so you had this massive amount of coverage for it. Unfortunately, the games themselves, with one or two exceptions, were pretty dull affairs because poor old Nigel was completely out of his depth. Garry Kasparov at the time was just absolutely unbeatable, and he basically just was wiped the floor with him, which is a bit of a shame really, because it was it was a great idea and everything. So, and it all came out as well because the Garry Kasparov got fed up with how chess was run, so he set up his own division. So it's a bit like boxing. They had two world championships going on at the same time, which is a little bit confusing. So so he won by an absolute canter, but the whole coverage and everything around it was just so good. So that was a sort of like my nadir, if you like, of computer chess. He's going to move a pawn there, isn't he? F7. Oh no, I was quite expecting him to do that. So so yeah, that's my sort of experiences on that. I wanted to move my bishop anyway, and then so as I say, I've just started to really get into the chess on chess.com and play a few tournaments and a few blitz games and things, and it's just I'm getting a bit of a hammering, I must be honest, because I've set my difficulty far too high, so I'm just rattling it down. I think I've got an ELO of just under 900 at the moment, which is not very good. Also, according to the link I'm going to give you, the guy there reckons that this is playing at something like 1600, which is a decent club chess player. So by that token, I should get absolutely walloped. Now, for those of you who have followed the channel, I did a Commodore 16 Master Chess or Starter Chess. I can't remember which one it was, and I won that game quite comfortably. But as I say, I expect to get absolutely marmalised in this, so I'm going to take a few risks just to give you an interesting video to watch. Actually, do I want to do that? No, I don't really. Yes, I don't want to do that, do I? What I'm trying to do is to get bishop on d3 and the queen somehow coordinated so I can have a go at the king on h7, something like that. But it's easier said than done. And I have a feeling he's going to move c5. Yeah, I thought so. Because then he's putting pressure on. It's first of all, it's not defended. Second of all, it will then put pressure on the rook, because if I move my knight there, then I've basically given them a free rook, which is not good. So I need to defend it, and I suspect this is probably the best way of defending it. I could bring that bishop back. Actually, I tell you what, that's what I'm going to do. Yes, I know it's illegal. So you can actually play this sort of three different ways. You can play it with your joystick. You can play it with the cursor keys. This is what I'm doing, or you can just type in the moves. And typing in the moves is a really cool thing to do, because if you like, you want to type in the moves, say from a magazine or from a following a game, that's such a cool way of doing this. And I actually did set up a little game where two computers are playing against each other, and that was quite good fun. So yeah, but I imagine I should get hammered here. So yeah, the world of chess, it's fascinating the way that chess has evolved from when I first started watching it. You got these little can I take it? Can I take it? How many people are defending this? He's got the queen, but that's it, isn't it? The only real sort of problem I have with this game is the graphics. Ironically, I know we're on 8-bit machines, but the pieces they're not. You've got games like Battle Chess, which were just so nice to play. Okay. Oh, I can see what I've done here now. Yes, I'm going to be down a bishop here. Silly me. You had games like Battle Chess that were quite. They had a 3D table, and they were really nice to play. So you had that, but the sort of premise of this, if you like, wasn't brilliant. I'm going to see how good this engine is, because I'm going to plonk my queen on h5. It shouldn't fall for this. This is a very elementary move. It should do g6 or something like that to put me off. Let's see. He's having a right think about it. God, it wasn't that much of a challenge, was it? But yeah, g6. That's the way to do it, isn't it? Really, because as I say, the in the sort of when I was growing up in the 80s, you could buy sort of tabletop chess computers or chess games, and the sort of actually, why doesn't he take that? Oh, I know why. The power of them wasn't very big. I mean, I had one and I could beat it, and I was rubbish, so it wasn't the best of examples. But as computing has got better, ironically, 1993 was about the time when IBM released a sort of machine that actually beat Garry Kasparov in a match. It was the first time that a computer had ever won a match. I'm going to try some risky stuff here because I'm getting a bit bored. I'm going to sacrifice my knight, which shouldn't work, but you never know. I think it was deep blue or something like that, or something sort of similar, and that had massive repercussions, because up until that point they thought that computers couldn't computers just weren't powerful enough to defeat grandmasters, to defeat really good chess players. But then they as technology's improved and things have got better, the phone in your pocket is good enough to beat Magnus Carlsen, who's the current world champion. the combination of power and algorithms that have been developed now are just off the charts. And the sort of Magnus Carlsen's just at about 2900 at the moment in terms of the ratings, and the I'm just trying to work out what he's up to here because he's only got his queen. There's nothing else active. I'm assuming it's a he. Sorry if I'm not being very gender. What have you? I need to get that pawn. That's the one I need to get rid of on G6. If I get rid of that, I'm home and dry. I just don't understand what he's doing. Oh, he could move that, and that would be good because that'll put pressure on my queen. But yeah, I'm slightly puzzled here. Odd. How odd. I suppose I could try kicking it back, see what happens. But the sort of the big engines at the moment, Stockfish and that sort of thing, they're at 3,400, so they're 500 ELO points ahead of the the best chess player in the world, if not ever. And that's the sort of thing that they're dealing with. He's obsessing my F2 pawn there. He really, really wants that. But I can't unless he brings some of his other pieces into the game. I'm not quite sure what is to be had by this. So I could bring that there. Now you're in trouble here if you don't play the right move. Okay, so this will be interesting to see what he does because I can do a discovered attack. Okay, yes, I thought you would be. So I might end up completely messing this up. I've got to be honest, but you've got a problem now, matey, because you've got to take my bishop or do something about the bishop or move your king or do something else, because if not, you're going to lose a queen. So, or you could just take it because I never thought about that. Oh dear. Oh, never thought about that. Oh, am I going to get a chance to catch up? Because you're going to take my rook now, aren't you? Yes, I might have messed this up now. You should take my rook, but you probably won't. No, I didn't think you would. Well, I'm afraid, folks, that's about game over for me because, yeah, I've gone to the well once too many times, and yeah, there's not going to be a way out of this, which is a bit of a shame. I don't know what the resign button is, but oh, dear. So yeah, so this is Colossus Chess for absolutely super duper. I'll leave a link to that blog where they played all the chess engines against each other, and yeah, you can have a look for yourself. But yes, I'm absolutely beaten on this, so yeah, I resign. So thank you very much. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and don't forget to subscribe.